Coast Comedy's main event. Let's put your hands together and make some noise. Come on, a little bit more than that. That's it, now keep it going. Give it up for your host, Alex Pendleton.
Hey everybody, welcome to First Coast Comedy. He said as the crowd went wild. He said as the crowd went absolutely insane. He said as the crowd made the sound of puppy dogs who have a cough. Go for it. Yeah. All right, so in any case, my name is Alex Grindeland. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I will be your host for tonight's entertainment. By a quick show of hands, a quick survey, who has never seen a show here at First Coast Comedy before? All right, a few of us. All right, go ahead, put your hands down. All right, now by a show of hands, who has seen a show here at First Coast Comedy but for your very first time tonight?
That's everybody.
Should be the same people. Same hands. That's the first question. All right. Okay, I'll actually ask the opposite question. Who's seeing a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very last time tonight? Okay, no super judgmental people. So in any case, for those of you who have not been here before, what you need to know is most of the time when people hear comedy, they think stand-up comedy. That's somebody who planned out their jokes, wrote them down, memorized them, word perfect. That's not what we specialize in here at First Coast Comedy. Here we specialize in improvised comedy. What does that mean? It means that you paid money to see a show that we have not bothered to make a plan for. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to go to you, the audience. Say that with me. You, the
Audience!
One more time, you, the
Audience!
For a bunch of suggestions throughout the course of the show. So let's say, for example, I go to anybody in this area, anybody over here. I want you to think of your favorite color and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. I heard red. Most loudly and clearly, I would take the suggestion of red. I'm looking at anybody in this middle-ish area over here. I'm going to say anybody in the middle section. I want you to think of the job of somebody in your family and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Nurse.
Nurse, I heard most loudly and clearly. Very enthusiastically as well. I'm looking at anybody in this area over here. I might say anybody over here. I want you to think of, let's see here, your email address and Netflix password. Shout it out on 3, 1, 2, 3. Come on. I don't want to pay for all the services. So in any case, when you have a suggestion, please do shout it out both loudly and proudly, as I will always try and take the very first thing that I hear so it can fuel the action up here on stage. Now, this is a great time for me to mention because I am asking you to shout things out that you might take a moment to notice. There are both adults and children here. So keep that in mind when you're deciding what words to hurl out for everyone to hear. I am a former public school teacher, and yet my goal for the show tonight is that the children do not learn any new words. So keep that in mind when you're deciding what words to shout out. We're going to do a clean show. Sounds good? Clapping for a clean show. Yes. It can be done. It can be done. This is the part where I need to tell you that at various points throughout the show, we will be asking for the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers. That's somebody who raises their own hand into the air and comes out and helps us out on stage. Without me saying anything more about that, does anybody here think that you might later be interested in raising your hand and coming up on stage with us? Okay. I know why you're not raising your hand. I know why. And that's why I say the next part. So, a lot of times people at a comedy show, they're like, I'm not going to raise my hand and get them voluntarily up on stage because I've seen stand-up comedy and stand-up comedians pick on people and make them feel bad, and I'm not going to give them the opportunity. So first of all, it's not that big of a room. If we wanted to pick on you, we could do it from anywhere. Secondly, that's not the kind of show you're at. A stand-up comedian, they're well known for that. They'll go in and then they'll find some guy in the audience and pick on him the whole show, and then everyone's laughing at that poor guy, and then that poor person's sad, and then the stand-up comedian, they have this thing they can do. They can get in their car, and after the show, they just drive away and you never see them again. However, that's not what we do here. We're here every single Friday and Saturday, some version of the same group of people performing in all the shows, and we post on the website who's going to be here and when. That is to say, if we were mean to you, we would be extraordinarily easy for you to find later. So in order to combat that, we do the opposite. if you choose to volunteer, if you choose to help us out in the game, we will do everything within our power to make sure that you feel great about that decision. We want you to walk off this stage going, wow, I did something. I stepped outside of my comfort zone. It paid off. You're going to be glowing with joy. You're going to be the envy of everybody in the room. Now, knowing that. Oh, and by the way, if you volunteer, you'll win a prize. Ooh, very good. Wow. The prize is random. We're not exactly sure what it's going to be. It's either an iPad, or it's a free pass to come back to a future show. We don't know. We're going to read it random. So, in any case, knowing all of that, is there anybody here who thinks that later you might be willing to possibly raise your hand and help us out in a game? Look at her. I see one hand. I see two. All right, give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the two people who can change their mind when new information is presented. I would say, with the number of people in this room, that's about statistically correct. All right, so I feel super warmed up because I've been shouting at all of you for several minutes. The players backstage are warmed up because I made them do hot yoga before the show. There's one more group of people who needs to get warmed up. Who could it be? Oh, it must be you, the audience. One more time, you, the audience. So the way that we do that here at First Coast Comedy is something we call the clap-o-meter, or if you're British, the clapometer. And the way that works is it starts at a 1, and then when I say 1, it's going to be like a nice polite golf clap, or like you're at a live stage production of Peter Pan, and you don't really care what happens to Tinkerbell, right? That's a dark joke. And then we're going to work our way up to a 10. Every time I say the next number, we're going to double the current level of applause. All right, so that means that somewhere around 4, 5, 6, screaming and hooting and hollering becomes perfectly socially appropriate. So we got to earn it, though. We got to get there with a nice, polite level 1. We're at the theater, live theater. And a 2. And a 3. And a 4. And a 5. There you go. And a 6. And a 7. And 8. I came to see a comedy show, not a magic show. All right, so let me get the players up here for the game of story. So the game of story, first of all, we need a title from this game. Real quick, we stream these shows live to the internet every single Friday and Saturday at 7:30. Right now, currently running our chat is Dan. Give it for Dan! So hey Dan, do we have anybody in the chat right now? Yes,
we do.
All right, very good. Is there any suggestion in the chat that delights you?
I like the movie genre of Bollywood.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody give me what you might expect to be like the title of a movie, like maybe a Bollywood movie. Okay. We'll work on this together. Okay. Somebody over here. Shout out the name of somebody here in your group.
Kevin.
Where's Kevin? That's Kevin right there? All right. Kevin, this is going to be a story about you, Kevin. All right. From anybody in this area, give me an adventure you think that you'd be like, man, if Kevin got to do that someday, that'd be awesome for Kevin, like skydiving or winning a boxing competition or Raft?
Rafting.
Rafting, all right. Okay. All right. The name of the story is Kevin and the Raft. So, here's what's going to happen in the game of story. I will be pointing at a player. That player will be talking and telling the story. I pull my finger away. That player must immediately stop talking. I point at another player. They must pick up exactly where the previous player left off, whether that's in the middle of a sentence or even in the middle of a word. And if they do not successfully do that, if they keep talking after I pull my finger away, that player will be out of there. Everybody say and do that with me. Put your hands in the clappatory position. They will be out of there. If a player causes an obvious grammatical error, they will be out of there. If a player does not pick up exactly where the previous player, if they do something like this, they will be out of there. And if they accidentally spit on anybody in the front row, they will be wet. It's a little bit like a Gallagher show. All right, so this is Kevin and the Raft. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes!
And again.
One day down by the lake, this guy named Kevin looked across to
the water, and he wanted to go to the other side real bad because he heard there was a
party happening there. So he thought to himself, oh boy, how could I possibly
get over there? I need to maybe cut down a big tree and carve it out
of wood. That's what Kevin started doing. He got his axe out and chopped wood until the raft was formed. With ropes, he lashed
it to the side of a different tree so he wouldn't float away, and then got in his raft
and started going. He forgot to make a paddle, so he was using his hands
to get forward across the rapids, which were picking up
steam, and they were getting tumultuous. Kevin tossed to and fro, left, right, backwards, and forwards. And just as he was getting closer to the party, he saw her. There she was, beautiful, sandy-haired
Eileen. He saw Eileen's sandy hair glimmering
in the sunlight. Oh, his heart thumped. Pat, 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 pat.
He said in his own mind. He climbed out of the raft and walked up
to
He's done it, he is! Out of there! And I remember when Dave used to be in the game. Different times. Yeah. You can never go back though. All right, so we're gonna change it up. We're gonna make it a little bit more difficult this round because you can see they're obviously too good. We gotta make it harder. Let's see here. Let's go back here amongst the rabble, the plebeians in the back. Somebody shout out a well-known European accent. German, very good. And somebody, so German, that'll be you, Patrick.
Perfect.
So who's got another European accent for me? French. And I heard something over there. Okay. Don't just do it French, do it Francais.
Scottish.
Somebody said over here?
Scottish.
Scottish? All right, very good. And give me an American dialect.
New York.
First thing I heard was New York. All right. So quickly in a neutral voice, let's review. We've got
German,
French,
Scottish, New York.
They have to tell the story using this accent. So now the additional reason they can get eliminated is that their accent doesn't sound right. All right, so here we go.
This is what Eileen said to him as he approached.
Herr? I love you! Komm her und my arms, ja?
when she said, yeah, I will be into your arms. And, yeah, come on over here. We'll catch the subway together. We don't need a raft like this. We can just go
Across the water to the other side. And there we shall eat some crumpets. And we'll also eat.
a hot dog or maybe a slice of pizza. You know, nice.
Have some fun too.
Oh, I'm sorry, you did not pick up exactly where Johnny left off. He said had some
I was
nice.
distracted by the crumpets.
We all were. It didn't make sense with Scottish, but it grammatically made sense. So, Madeline is. Hi there. All right. Let's see here. Somebody give me a movie. Actually, you know what, Dan? What do you got in the chat that's like a genre or a celebrity, anything at all?
A horror movie.
Horror movie. All right, we've got horror movie. You have anything else? That's okay if you don't. 3, 2, 1.
I don't.
All right, cool. All right, so Patrick will be telling this in the style of a horror movie. Somebody give me another type of movie.
Comedy.
We're trying.
Disney.
Okay, a Disney. All right.
Kung Fu movie.
And Kung Fu film. All right, so we've got, this is now going to be horror, Disney, and Kung Fu. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Eileen had looked at her for quite some time. Yes, quite some time indeed. When a little bird landed upon her shoulder and spoke into her ear, "Sweet Eileen."
There are ninjas that are behind trees, and the ninjas jumped out, and Kevin took his sword, and they all had their nunchucks, and they went after each other.
And murdered each other. Yes, blood everywhere. So then they all gathered up and said, "We need to split up, find out who the killer is." And a bunch of penguins came and they surrounded Eileen and Kevin. And they helped guide them through a little dance.
And then the net caught all of them and lifted them up into the trees, and so Kevin had to take out his knife and cut.
And
He didn't pick up Edith. Out of there.
these things happen.
All right. We're down to our last two here. I'm just going to make this the rapid fire round. Here we go. Eileen and Kevin are out in the middle of the water, but they've just fought off a bunch of ninjas, and now there's blood everywhere. Here we go. What's going to happen? Final chapter. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Eileen thrashed around in the
Water, and they got over to the bank.
bank, and then
Who is out of there? Johnny's the winner! Johnny did stutter first, but sometimes you got to make a quick decision. All right, so in any case, this brings us to our next game, which is the game of Blind Line. I need to send 3 players out of the room. Who am I sending out for the game of Blind Line?
I
One,
will go.
and 2,
I
and 3.
shall go.
Oh, on 3. Everyone say, "Get out of here, you 3." 1, 2, 3. Get out of here, you 3. This is the rest of the show. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So what I need from all of you right now are a bunch of lines of dialogue. I'm going to give you some ideas to inspire these lines. So they could be famous lines from movies, like "Say hello to my little friend," or "We're going to need a bigger boat." All right, could be a famous line from movies. Start churning on some of those. Could be a famous commercial slogan. "Have you had your break today?" Something like that. So start thinking about some of those. Right? It could be a line from a song that can be spoken as a full thought, like "Welcome to the Hotel California," right? It's full thought. All right. Could be an historical quote. Could be a bumper sticker you've seen. All right. So now let's go ahead. Now that you've had some time to think about some of these things, let's get some. All right. What do we got from over here?
I am your father.
Well, good. I'm going to take out the Luke so it can apply to anybody, but it's the line, I am your father. Very good. From anybody in the middle.
I'm the king of the world.
I'm the king of the world. Very good. All right, and from over here. I'll be back. Very good. And make sure you guys are not writing down the same lines. All right, so is there anything in the chat, Dan?
Give life back to music.
Give life back to music. Interesting. Okay. Who else has a line for me?
Keep Austin weird.
Okay, good. Keep Austin weird. Mm-hmm. Anybody have another one?
Life is like a box of chocolate.
Thank you. Life is like a box of chocolates. That's from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Right there.
Be careful, student driver.
Ooh, good. Be careful, student driver. All right, how many lines is that?
About 6.
About 6. All right, I'll take one more.
I have a red door and I want to paint it black.
I have a red door, and I have a red door, and I want to paint it black. Very good. So here's what I need from all of you now. You know how in a play or the script for a movie, there's stuff in there that's not stuff the actors are supposed to say, it's stuff they're supposed to do. Like we call it stage directions, right? So now I want you to do is I want you to come up with a stage direction. It could be like sets themselves on fire or just takes a drink of water. Anything at all that you want. Who's got a stage direction for me?
Exit stage left.
Exit stage left. Okay, very good. Who else has a stage direction for me?
Hops on a leg.
Hops on one leg. Very good. And I'll get one more stage direction from anybody.
Bites their fingernails.
And bites their fingernails. Very good. All right, give it up yourselves. Those great suggestions. You did so good. Proud of you. Proud of you. All right, so here's what's going to happen. In a moment, we're going to call the players back in here. They do not have the benefit of hearing any of these lines of dialogue. They're going to start doing a scene. These lines of dialogue are going to be strewn about the front edge of the stage. At any time, any one of them can reach down, pick up a line of dialogue, and as soon as their eyes meet the page, they must immediately say that as though they just spontaneously thought to say it of their own volition. And then they have to work together to make it make sense within the context of the scene. So let's go ahead and get a quick review of these lines.
I am your father. I'll be back. Keep Austin weird. Be careful, student driver. And the stage directions of exit stage left and bite your fingernails.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Give life back to music. I'm the king of the world. I have a red door, and I want to paint it black in the stage direction of hops on one leg.
Give it up for these guys. They're putting in the work. All right, so now all you got to do is call the players back in here. On 3, everyone shout out, players come back. 1, 2, 3.
Players come back!
All right, hey, Dave Bogan, come over here for a second. All right, so when you look at Dave Bogan and you think to yourself, well, when he's not at First Coast Comedy, I assume he's probably doing this. What is it?
Cooking.
Cooking. Oh.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Wait, Dave, say bam real quick.
Yeah.
Bam!
All right. Your suggestion for the scene is cooking in the game of Blind Line. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Very good.
Makes me nervous when you are in the kitchen at the same time as me.
I love being in the kitchen at the same time as you. Gets me nervous too. So nervous. Just be careful, student driver. All right?
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
You can take this kitchen wherever you need to take it,
Yes,
all right?
chef. Yes, chef.
All this food here, it's all up to you.
Yes, chef.
You're in the driver's seat.
Okay. Give life back to music.
I'm not in the band anymore.
No, we used to be bandmates, and now we're here and I'm your student and you're the chef and you're in charge of me. I used to be in charge of you, so it's hard for me when you come here not to try to give you direction like we used to do.
Cheryl,
Yes,
I probably
Chad.
should have told you this. I'm in a new band with someone.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Roger's back in town. Cheryl!
Oh!
Cheryl! Look at
I don't care about Roger, Chad.
Look, he's coming here today. We're gonna play for your big kitchen opening
Oh,
ceremony.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Chad. You and Roger have your own band without me. Fine. See if I care. Keep Austin weird. That Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt that you're wearing?
Yeah?
You wear it so weird, and I love that about you.
Well, this is the name of our band. We're keeping Austin weird. That's the name of who we are now.
I gotta put these cookies in the oven.
Look, maybe if you just made up with Roger, everything would be okay. Maybe you could be part of the band with us.
I will not make up with Roger.
He's sorry for what he did, all right?
I don't believe you at all.
Oh, he's here! He's here! He's here!
Roger Raybon is here!
Yes! What's up, Austin? Is weird part
Oh yeah! I got the roadie van out there with all the instruments, and you know what? I'm hungry and I need a meal.
Well, you're out of luck because I'm taking off my apron.
Oh, that's a shame. I'll be back.
What?
It works every time. He always leaves the kitchen when I take my apron off. He knows he's not getting any food.
Okay. I know, see, you're nervous. I get that, okay? When he comes back in, I'm gonna leave the two of you alone. You guys talk this out. All right? You're getting in the
Okay, I'm
All right.
back.
All right. Roger?
Well, let's make some music.
Before we do that, I think you need to talk to Cheryl. Clear the area, all right? Just do what you need to do. I'm your father.
That explains so much.
I didn't know either. Roger, I'm sorry that your dad just abandoned you. I guess again.
Yeah, I just kind of found out. I'm coming to terms with it, but I think I'm the one that needs to apologize to you. You know, about the arson to your doghouse.
That is why we're not friends anymore.
I know. I feel bad about it. I have a red door, and I want to paint it black in honor of your dog. It was a Labrador. I knew that. A black lab.
I put the apron back on because I'm willing to cook for you again. You've been through a lot today, and so have I, Roger. I'm the king of the world. The kitchen world. The world is my kitchen, and I'm in it right now. I'm gonna make you some delicious crab cakes.
Okay.
Everybody keeps leaving me.
What did you say to my son?
I didn't say anything to your son. I told him we mended fences. I was gonna make him some crab cakes. Look.
He ran off crying.
Yeah, he does that.
He quit the band.
Well, you announced you were his father and then abandoned him again.
You mean that whole time you didn't know I was his dad?
Seems that's the case. I didn't know either.
You gotta understand one thing, all right? Life is like a box of chocolates.
Just put a nice little bow on that. Perfect. All right, so you may recall long ago I said there would be an opportunity for someone to volunteer. Who would like to be our first volunteer, have a great time, win a prize? Who wants to do it? It's going to be so much fun. What happened to those people from before? I tell you, it's all you have to do, I'll tell you, in this game, all you have to do is say one word at a time. It's that easy. Really, truly that easy. I see negotiations happening. Come on, give it up for You're going to love this game.
Oh.
And you're going to have so much fun.
Okay.
First of all, say your name nice and loud for everybody.
Maria.
Give it to Maria!
Kevin. Star of the first show.
All right. Did you know about Eileen?
Eileen was his grandmother who passed away a few years ago.
Oh. But this was a different Eileen in the show.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
We were laughing about that. It was like, oh, Eileen.
In any case, moving on with the comedy show.
She was very happy.
I believe it.
And
I
old
know.
and very old.
In any case, how about you go over there and the players will explain the game to you while I explain the game to the audience. All right, so this is a game that we call Spelling Bee. So what I need all of you to do is I need you to start thinking about words that might be in a spelling bee. But we're going to start, think of the easy words first, like the first grade, second grade, third grade words, and then we're going to get to those middle school words. We're going to get really hard words. Because what's going to happen is those three are going to put their brains together and become one person, which is the spelling bee champion. And they're going to spell any word you say, and then they're going to use it in a sentence. But they have to do it in a particular manner. One letter per person at a time, and then they have to use it in a sentence, one word per person at a time. And the game will proceed as such. Now, while they continue explaining the game, let me tell you this. I mentioned earlier that we stream the show to YouTube. We do this, so you should go ahead and give us a like, follow, subscribe on YouTube, so that on those unfortunate Fridays and Saturdays when you can't be here, you can be at home on your computer, watching the screen, leaving suggestions in the chat, participating in the show in that manner. Also, we can do road shows. We can bring the show to you. We're not trapped in this building anymore. When the wizard died, the curse was lifted. So, if you have a company holiday party or a retirement party, or if you're doing need entertainment for your faith-based event or anything at all, we can come and throw some comedians in a van and send them to you and provide the entertainment. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I want a 2010 Honda Odyssey parked outside my event. We can provide that for you. Also, we do team building. Raise your hand if you get along perfectly with everyone you work with. All right, you need our services. So we can come to your place of work. We can get everyone doing some what we call applied improvisation, get people talking to each other, making connections, exercising those communication skills, and laughing so hard they're crying throughout the entire event. So go on our website to find out more about that. Or in any case, are y'all good or you need more time? Good. All right, very good. Give it up for our spelling bee champion, everybody. All right. So somebody go ahead and give me a kindergarten or first grade level word. Cat. All right, we're gonna spell the word of cat. Here we go.
Cat.
Cat.
C-A.
T.
Cat. My
Cat.
Is.
named
Benny.
cat.
Yeah. All right, from somebody over here, give me like a third grade level word. 4 or 5 letters.
Soda.
Soda. That's excellent. All right, the word of soda.
Soda. S-O.
D.
A. Soda. Yesterday,
I
Had.
a
soda.
soda.
Hey, me too. Somebody give me like a middle school level word. Pillar. That's a good one. Pillar. Here we go.
Pillar. P.
I
L.
L.
A
R.
Pillar. My
grandfather
Owned.
a
big
Pillar.
pillar.
He didn't own the rest of the house. Just the pillar. But you gotta start somewhere. All right, let's challenge them. Dan, I know that you got some words in the chat. The people watching online are leaving some words. What do you got for me?
Cacophony.
Cacophony. All right, we just went from a level 5 difficulty to, let's see. All right, so here we go. Cacophony and begin.
Cacophony. C.
A
U.
C.
A
P.
H.
O
N.
E.
Y
Cacophony. When
I
One.
a
contest
It.
was
such
A.
cacophony. Cacophony.
What a cacophony it was. All right, give me another word.
Trepidatious.
Trepidatious. Very good. Here we go.
Trepidatious. T.
R.
E.
P.
E.
I.
A.
D.
E.
S.
E.
Y.
Trepidatious.
Whenever
I.
Feel.
trepidatious,
My.
Armpits.
smell,
Bad.
And.
I.
Sweat. Trepidatious.
She's not going home at the end. She's going home with a free pass to see a future show. Give it up for everybody. All right, one more time. She worked hard for y'all. All right. This brings us to our next round. First of all, from somebody, give me a well-respected profession, like an attorney or a doctor. Very good. And Dan, what do you have in the chat that delights you?
A director.
All right. Your suggestion for this scene is a doctor and a director. All right. So, in the game of I Can Do Better, what's going to happen is the players, two people will be up performing a scene. However, any of the players who are not in the scene can shout out,
I can do better.
I will ask them what it is that they think they can do better. If I agree and it sounds interesting and intriguing to me, they will tag out one of the players, they will take over their character, and then they will continue the scene doing something better. All right, so let me get our first two players up with the suggestion of a doctor and a director. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
I see you've gotten your props from the prop place where we dress up people as doctors for the doctor thing that you've gotten the part for.
I can do better.
Yeah.
I know what word to use.
Yeah, go ahead.
I see you got that from our prop department.
I did. Great folks over there.
Absolutely. All right. Now for your shoot, I'm going to need you to just stand over there. Okay. Okay.
I can do better.
Yeah.
I can stand much more naturally than Jared.
Yeah, that looks uncomfortable.
Okay. Good. All right. Now I'm just going to kind of walk you through this, and feel free to improvise at any moment. Okay. All right. You gonna pick up your coffee?
I can do better.
Yeah.
I can actually look like I'm holding a cup.
All right.
My God. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
Well
you.
done. You're such a natural on the camera.
I trained in New York.
In New York. Good for you.
I can do better.
Yeah.
I can be much more impressed that she trained in New York.
Yeah, all right.
In New York?
The one and only.
You should be behind the camera.
I agree.
I'll take that cup.
I can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Let me just put this in the cupboard.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Wow, you're kind of a natural too. Where did you train?
I trained in Palatka. We had a community theater there, and that's where I learned everything that I know. And
I mean, on camera here, look at the screen that shows you on camera. You look young.
I can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have a much more impressive screen.
All right.
Let me show you on the screen. Stand back so you can take it all in. Well, this was you sipping that coffee just now.
I
I can do better.
Yeah.
I can have more awe than Dave.
Okay.
You see what a little lights and magic can do.
Excuse me, PA is here. I've got your coffees. I've got your Starbucks order right here.
Put that there again.
I can do better.
Yeah.
I can use a modern day camera, not something from the 1920s.
Yes, yeah. I would have to have a crane. Yeah. Makes sense.
But you two, you have chemistry. I can just tell.
I'm just the PA. Oh boy.
PA, can I have coffee?
Oh, sure, buddy. Wow, look at the way he holds it.
Look, oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna take notes. I hope to be an actor
Oh,
someday.
stop taking notes.
Oh, I can do better.
Yeah.
I would take notes the modern way on my telephone.
Yeah.
Let me take notes.
I can do better.
Yeah.
I can keep my tongue in my mouth.
Oh, look at you doing that with your mouth completely closed and breathing normally. It's amazing, the chemistry between you two, I'm telling you.
Awe-inspiring.
Thank you.
I can do better.
Yeah.
I can be more awe-inspired.
Yeah, okay.
I'm inspired with awe at your incredibleness.
And that's All right, give it to the players in there round one more time. You know, while we're at it, let me take this moment to introduce some of the people who do not get to share in the blinding spotlights of the stage. Hey, she welcomed you when you walked in the door. You immediately felt like you're part of the family. You were like, wow, I feel so warm. And then she even showed you where to your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Becca! All right. And hey, you're watching the show and you're like, who can give me chemicals that will make the show even funnier? Well, those chemicals that made the show even funnier were provided by our bartender, Steve! Running the stream tonight, I said it's being broadcasted live to the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Anthony! Anthony loves Nickelback. Can't get enough. And right over there, turning the knobs and the dials, playing all those sound cues like that, the exact right moment. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Brendan! And you already met him, our chat moderator is Dan. All right, that brings us to our final game of the first half before we go to intermission. And this game is a freestyle rapping game. So let me get all the players up here for the game of Pass the Mic. All right, so what I need all of you to do right now is I need you to think about your first name. And then think about the one-syllable version of your first name. So, for example, this is Madeline. For the purposes of this game, her name would be Mad. All right? So, you can do that with your name in some fashion. What's going to happen is the players are going to rap and rhyme the name into the rap song. Now, however, the new player each time has to say a different rhyme that has not yet been used. If they say a rhyme that's already been used, they will be out of there. If they repeat a rhyme, that'd be the same thing. If they fall off the meter and it's hard to listen to, they will be out of there. And for other obvious reasons. All right, so let's see, from anybody over here, who's got a one-syllable name? Kev. Makes sense. Perfect. We got Kev. Dave will start. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dude's really fly and his name is Kev.
Pass the mic! Pass the mic!
Product development calls it dev.
Pass the mic! Pass the mic!
Hopped on his motorcycle, makes it rev.
Pass the mic! Pass the mic!
Anheuser-Busch owned by InBev.
Pass the mic! Pass the mic!
I have no idea. What's left?
Austin left. Patrick is out of here.
You started with an easy whenever.
All right, from anybody else, give me your one-syllable name. Mark. We got Mark. Dave will start.
Dude's really cool and his name is Mark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I heard him earlier. He said hark.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Has a little puppy and goes bark, bark.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Ooh, a little birdie, it's a lark.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Doesn't like the lights, he prefers it dark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
He's kind of comedian with his snark.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Likes to relax in the city park.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
A firecracker goes a spark.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Oh, he's a scientist. Likes the quark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Favorite story is the one about Noah's Ark.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
That coach at Texas goes by Sark.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
There's a bunch of cool stuff I can say right now.
Pass the mic.
You know what is out of there. But think about all that cool stuff he could have said. All right. Somebody give me another one-syllable name. Pat? Where's Pat? That's Pat. All right, so name is Pat. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use Pat for the final round. For this round, I am going to use a two-syllable name. Who's got a two-syllable name?
Anthony.
Tony. Very good. So this round is Tony. That's the two-syllable round. Then we're going to use Pat. Here we go.
Sitting right there, and the name is Tony.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Oh, he needs to eat more. Kind of bony. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Rode down the beach upon his pony.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
He's a little bit of a fraud, a phony.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Oh, he likes the cheese and the macaroni. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
What's this here? Is that a Sony?
Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Hangs out with his bad friends, they're his cronies.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Like the macaroni and also rigatoni. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Weren't you the one who tried to lead me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive.
He is. You can't just change the song.
It's a good song.
All right, that does bring us to our final round. Lightning round with the name of Pat. Here.
Oh boy. Okay. It's happening. Okay, final jump. Let's do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, they're sitting somewhere, and the name is Pat.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Oh, plays baseball with the bat. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
In very good shape. Yeah, you're not fat.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Oh, we smelled it earlier. Cat. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Crushed a bug, and it went splat.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Oh, he is a talker. Likes to chat. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Oh no, I got it. That.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Oh, he's
I got it. Zap? No. That's not a thing. She is. Hi, there's the All right, if you disagree with my opinion about the word Zats, put one hand in the air. All right, now point at me. I'm the host, you're not. All right, so that brings us to a very important part of our show, and that is in a moment we're going to go to our intermission. Now, during intermission, if you've had enough of the refreshments provided by Steve and you need to defresh, you can go through that red door there to the left or to the right. There's 2 restrooms. If you also, you can visit Steve, and you should. Just make sure that when you visit him, you appreciate him that in a way that he will appreciate, and in a way that if he invests wisely, will appreciate over time. You know what I mean? Tip him. Also, you should visit our website, firstcoastcomedy.com. There you can find out about all the different shows we do. You can find out how to sign up for Improv Comedy 101 so you can start your improv comedy journey, change your life, do it. Woo! Highly recommended. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you after this very brief intermission!
bring our players back to the stage. And don't forget about your host, Alex Rendlin.
Hey, you made it back. Give it up for yourselves, everybody. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. All right, so we're going to jump right back into the action. Here's my question. Is there yet another person who would like to come up here, volunteer, help us out in a game? You don't have to spell any words. Yeah, give it up for Kevin, everybody. Give it up for Kevin, everybody. All right, so, Kevin, this is a really easy game. You ever talk to old people and you're like, oh, you old people? Yeah, all the time. In this game, you just get to be, the players are going to pretend that they're like octogenarians, very old people. And then you're going to say, hey, Grandpa, or hey, Grandma, I have whatever. And then they're going to have to make up a joke or a pun about that. So this game we call Back in My Day. So let's say, for example, the suggestion was penguin, and I walked up to you. You'd look at me and you'd say, hey, Grandpa, I have a penguin. So go ahead and do that.
Hey, Grandpa, I have a penguin.
Back in my day, we didn't have penguins. And everyone thought, oh no, waddle, we do. So that's how it's gonna go. If you like dad jokes, you're gonna love this game. If you don't like dad jokes, too bad, ha ha ha, we're playing it anyway. So whatever the suggestion is, you just keep repeating it over and over. Hey, hey, Grandpa, I've got a penguin. Hey, Grandpa, I've got a penguin. Hey, Grandpa, I've got a penguin. And every time they walk up to you. All right, so make sense?
Yes.
Very good. All right. So somebody over here, give me something that you buy at the store.
Groceries.
Okay, well, give me. Oh, you said detergent back there. You said groceries. You said detergent. So I'm gonna just do detergent because that's a grocery. All right. So you're gonna say, "Hey, Grandpa or Grandma, I've got detergent." All right. Here we go. Audience, give them some encouragement, everybody.
Hey, Grandpa, I've got some detergent here.
Oh, detergent?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in my day, we didn't have detergent. Someone bought it all.
Oh my God.
Hey, Grandma, I've got some detergent here.
Ow! Back in my day, we didn't have detergent, so when people needed to leave to wash their clothes, they just said, I better bounce.
Hey, Grandpa, I've got some detergent here.
Well, back in my day, watch out there, Sonny. Wash it. Wash it.
All right, you know, sometimes you gotta reach for it. All right, so actually, Dad, do you have anything in the chat that sparks your fancy?
Air conditioner.
Oh, okay. Hey, Grandpa, I've got an air conditioner. Here we go.
Hey, Grandpa, I've got an air conditioner here.
Whoa! Back in my day, we didn't have air conditioners. Well, you got one. That's pretty cool.
Hey, Grandpa, check out my air conditioner.
No, back in my day, I'm not a fan.
Hey, Grandma, have you ever seen an air conditioner?
Oh, now I have, but back in my day, we didn't have air conditioners. There was just one guy who would blow on us to keep it cool, and we would say, Ken, more.
Hey, Grandpa, check out my new air conditioner.
Oh, look at you. You made that all by yourself in shop class. Back in my day, we used to put grades on that kind of work. There's an A. See?
All right. Somebody shout out some kind of creature that's alive.
Gecko.
A gecko. Oh. Hey, Grandpa, I've got a gecko. Here we go.
a gecko here.
Back in my day, we didn't have geckos. But if we wanted to go to the zoo, we would ask people by saying, you want to go, I wanna.
Hey, Grandpa, check out my new gecko.
Oh, look at that. Back in my day, we used to tell stories about geckos. You want to hear my tale?
Absolutely.
Hey.
Check out my gecko.
Oh, well, look at that. Back in my day, we didn't have geckos, but we did have men who would sell us floor pieces. That was the guy that we would call our reptile. Grammatically, it makes more sense to say tile.
Have you seen my gecko yet?
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have geckos. Oh, it drove us right up the wall.
Isn't this gecko I have right here so cool?
Oh! Well, you caught me off guard. Yeah, back in my day, we didn't have geckos. And there was one less insurance commercial we had to watch.
All right, somebody shout out a movie franchise that like everybody's seen.
Pixar.
Well, okay, I heard Pixar. Give me a specific Pixar film.
Toy Story.
Toy Story. All right. This grammatically isn't going to make sense. Hey, Grandpa, I've got a Toy Story. Or, hey, Grandpa, let's watch Toy Story. What do you decide? All right, here we go.
Hey, Grandpa, have you seen Toy Story yet?
No, I haven't. I don't think I will. I got a buzz.
And that's time! Kevin, you're not going home empty-handed. Earlier I said you could either win an iPad or a free pass to come back. So I tell you what, anything happens to your eye, you take this pad right out of here, put it on your eye. You'll be all right. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's a bit. You get a free pass to come back to One more time for Kevin, everybody. All right. This game is a game we call Follow the Lever. It's really very simple. So first of all, somebody give me what's a location that would approximately fit on this stage? Like earlier they were in a kitchen. What's another kind of location that could fit on this stage?
Bathroom.
A bathroom, okay. So we're going to have a scene that starts in a bathroom. This is a game called Follow the Lever. Anytime anybody leaves the stage, the scene follows them. So we get to see where they're going. So that is if somebody walks off and it's very obvious, or if somebody just walks on and walks right off, we follow them. All right, so Follow the Lever. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
I can see why this hotel got 5 stars. Have you seen a shower this large before?
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Thanks for bringing me here, Dad.
Huh, absolutely, absolutely. Isn't it lovely?
It is.
It's bigger than my first home.
Dad, we kind of have a problem over here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We've just started our vacation. Don't tell me there's a problem already. This is supposed to be father-son time. We're supposed to be having fun.
I'm sorry, Papa. I had a problem. I had an accident here, and it's starting to fill up the floor.
Well, we've not even unpacked, and you've already had an accident. Oh no. Perhaps I'll go find the concierge.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, hello. Oh, no one answered. I came in to make the bed.
Oh, my son had an accident in the bathroom. Can you clean it?
Oh, certainly. I'll be right back. Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
A gentleman up in room 428 has an overflow problem.
That's toilets acting up again. I'm on my smoke break, but if I gotta take care. I know. You keep telling me I smoke too much.
Help! Oh, Gloria! Thank goodness I found you here in the lobby. Oh, a gentleman upstairs. His son has an overflow problem. I can't take care of it.
I'm but a mere housekeeper. But of course, I'll go. Let's go together. Let's get in the elevator. Here.
Okay, I'm
I'll
right
bring
behind
through.
you.
Let's take it. Where'd he go? It's taking forever.
Why is this elevator stuck? Hey.
Fine. Okay, I'll take the stairs.
Hey, lady. How you doing? Hey.
Hi.
You got some change?
No, I'm sorry, I don't have change. You have to get out of the stairway.
I do?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
can't stay here.
Welcome to Starbucks.
Hi. Take a macchiato.
Okay. How, would you like any foam on that?
Absolutely. Foam it up.
Okay. One foamed cappuccino for you.
That's what I said.
Just go ahead and tap to pay. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't take cash.
Oh.
No, we're cashless now. So,
Okay.
tell you what, just go ahead. That one's on the house.
Oh, thanks.
Because I'm feeling generous.
Oh.
Can you clean our bathroom?
Sure. Oh, someone's in here. Hi. Waiting for the bathroom.
Well, just cleaning the windows so people can see.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah, you do a nice job.
Well, thank you.
Terry, right?
Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen you around here.
Oh.
You're a good guy.
Well, I like to
guy.
think so. I volunteer at the orphanage routinely. In fact, I'm late.
Okay.
I wish Terry was here.
I so do. I'm so hungry. I don't even have a bite of porridge to eat.
He always brings the blankets and the porridge.
Hello, children.
Oh, Terry!
He doesn't give the orphans food, he just cleans the windows. Alright, so that brings us to our final game of the evening. This is easily the most difficult game that we play here at First Coast Comedy. It is a guessing game. I need to send 2 players out of the room. Who am I sending out? 1 and 2. Alright, so on 3, everyone say, get out of here, you 2. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here, you 2. Alright, so, first of all, I need some activities from all of you. Dan, do you have anything in the chat?
Kite surfing.
Kite surfing. Oh, fun. Alright, so the first activity is kite surfing. From somebody over here, give me an activity you do around the house. Yoga. Makes sense. Very good. From somebody in the middle-ish area, give me an activity that you do with friends.
Volleyball.
Volleyball, very good. And from anybody over here, give me any other, you see how it works, any activity at all.
Drinking.
I heard 2 that kind of follow each other. Drinking and sleeping. I'll take drinking, why not? Alright, so the activity, that's our 4th activity. What was it? The first activity was kite surfing. See, now how does this work? You're surfing and you got a kite that kind of pulls you along, is that right? Okay, so we're going to change these up. Rather than being on a surfboard or whatever you use for kite surfing, they're standing on something that would be much too small and it wouldn't work very well, like a peanut or
Lollipop.
a penny. All right. And what did you say, sir?
Lollipop.
Oh, so the kite is going to be a lollipop. They're just cruising along with a penny and a lollipop. Sounds like a song. A penny and a lollipop. And let's see here. The wind that is moving them along is not wind. It's actually an intangible concept, like love or pity. They're being swept along by pity. All right. What's the next activity?
Yoga.
Yoga. All right. They're doing yoga, but they're not on a yoga mat. They're on something that would be much less comfortable to do yoga on, like barbed wire or
Nail bed.
a bed of nails. Makes sense. All right. Their yoga instructor is somebody very, very famous who's not in trouble for anything currently.
Short list.
Yeah. Who is it? Tom Hanks. Very good. They're learning yoga from Tom Hanks. And let's see here. They're not learning yoga from Tom Hanks at a yoga studio or in their home. It's at some other famous, very well-known location. Publix. Very good. What's the next activity?
Volleyball.
All right, Dan, is there anything else in the chat that strikes your fancy?
The dot above a lowercase I.
What?
I got this.
The dot above a lowercase I.
Yeah? You want to do that? No, we're not doing that. That's too hard. It's ridiculous. All right. Give me another one. Anything else?
Mason jar.
A mason jar. Okay, what was the activity we're working on? Volleyball. All right, so they're volleyball, but the ball is a mason jar. All right. They're not hitting the volleyball over a net. They're hitting it over what?
Surfboard.
Well, we're already doing something that has a surfboard in it. So give me something like a pitchfork. Hitting a mason jar over a pitchfork. We've already talked about Palatka tonight, but that's how they play volleyball there. And let's see here. They're not playing against a volleyball player. They're playing against what fictional character?
Godzilla.
Ooh, I heard two good ones, but I'm going to take E.T. Very good. Was that last activity or one more?
It's drinking, Alex.
The last activity is drinking. And of course, you said Godzilla. They're drinking with Godzilla. Come on. Let's see here. They're not drinking booze. They're drinking something that you ought not drink. Formaldehyde. All right. And let's see here. They're not drinking their formaldehyde out of a glass or a bottle or a shot glass. They're drinking it out of something you ought not drink out of.
A lake.
That gotta make sense with Godzilla. That would be his drinking container.
Spray bottle.
Give me something that like is not intended for holding liquid.
Colander.
So there we go. They're drinking out of a colander. Come on. All right. That's all the changes we need, right?
I think so.
All right. So give it up yourselves those great suggestions. All right. So. Well, we just created some very bizarre activities. Dave and Jared did not have the benefit of hearing them, so they don't know what they are. In a moment, we're going to call Dave and Jared back into the room, and they're going to have to, these players are going to have to get them to not only guess what these activities are, they actually have to get them to do these things. To make it even more difficult, they can only give them hints and clues using two tools. Those tools are gibberish and mime. Gibberish is gobbledygook nonsense that doesn't actually mean anything. Habadooba scuba labadee badabadooba, like how the minions talk. And mime is a French martial art. And if they successfully get them to guess all the things, we will all be amazed. So in any case, let me get a quick review of these activities from Madeline!
All right, we may present these to you in a different order. Here is the order that I wrote them down in. We got kite surfing, but the board is a penny, the kite is a lollipop, and the wind is just the concept of pity. Everybody say one. One. Everybody say one. One. Ah, yes, good. Next, we got yoga, but the mat is a bed of nails. The instructor is Tom Hanks, and it's all happening at a Publix. Everybody say 2. 2. Then we got volleyball, but the ball is a mason jar. The net is a pitchfork, and they're playing against E.T. Everybody say 3. 3. And finally, we got drinking, but they're drinking with Godzilla. The alcohol is formaldehyde, and the glass is a colander. Everybody say, ooh.
All right, give her a medal. All right, that's all we need to do now is call them back in the room. So on 3, shout out, come on back. 1, 2, 3, come on back. And then clap as they come back, everybody. All right, so we got some very bizarre activities for you two. Buckle up. In the game of 4 things. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, are you ready?
Yes.
And Jared will go first. Players, begin.
Oh, it's waga to waga do but so do body be toga waga tuba diba. Oh, sabada bida be so waga di bida waga daga daga da. Waga da be sabada bida bida waga taga bida be shabadi to waga da bida to waga taba tibada.
Come on up.
Yeah, taga taga bida.
Sukamato, makahisa, flokema, shikama, flokema, shikama, shikama, Dinky banga. Yeah! Shrink and then snooky bell.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking beer with Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm drinking out of a colander.
Yeah.
Swamp water.
So you're not drinking swamp water. I gotta send it to Dave for the steal. What do you think he is drinking?
A frog.
You're not drinking the frog, no. One more guess, Jared. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking formaldehyde.
All right. Activity number 2. Give them some encouragement, everybody.
Silky, walkie, flinky, bossy, flunky, bushy, flunky, bushy, planky, momoshi, nakashigama, oshigama, the bashama, flunky, ishikapunga.
Oh, man, Oh, Sim, halleluja, Joe.
Nuki Maki Shiga? Sneak! That's what she give me the Fluky the Shiga.
Help. Oh, all right. Oh, so like a body ba da bi da do body da bi Swooshy wooshy. Ja, aber chill, han kan bara chilla i Okay. Oh God, what's the name of this thing?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna call it kite surfing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, it is. Okay, good. I had no idea. I learned that right now. All right. The surfboard is a penny.
Correct.
The kite is a lollipop.
Yep.
And the wind is pity.
All right, carried through life on pity. All right, activity number 3. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Taba tiba da waka taga toba tiba da ba da ba. Sabba da bi boom. Tawa taba da bi siba da bi. So whatever you want it to be. Sabba da waka tiba da ba da ba. Shabba da bi da ba sabba taba taba da ba. Suba da bi da ba. Da ba taba tiba da ba da ba da ba sabba. No taba da ba da ba. To waka da bi. Ooh taba taba so waka taba tiba. Yeah, taba da bi. Jo taba taba to waka tuba ti.
Coming, hey, so whoa.
Boom, so me macho, baba shopper. Flink it to go. Flink about the do ba ba do be do. Do ba ba do dee boo. Look at my. I shake. Such a pretty bird cake. I shake. Oh, shaky bookie, right? Ushima. No. It's your much about. Yeah, do ba ba do be boo. Scoopy ba doo be doo. Let's go back. Chuck him out. Ashama. Flunky Ashama. Ashma smake was my boo shoes. Ashikima. Enkimama. Shukamata. Okay, Scabba. Stupid. Singamata. Oh, Scabba. Like, whatever. Oh, Scabba. Oh. Shaky bangama. Bring it down.
She would have got it.
Yeah, you.
Tawaka Pakaga to walk, ring a dog. Socket to mind to be. Taba. Oh, sippity beat. Shippity beat. Oh, Sabada beat. Kawaga Dabba. Kawaga Shabada beat. So Waga beat. Topagada. Sabada. I get a boy to it. So Waga Dabba.
All right, I'm doing some yoga.
Yeah.
My mat is a bed of nails.
Correct.
My instructor is none other than Tom Hanks.
Hey!
And I'm doing this inside of a grocery store.
I need to know the specific grocery store. I'll give you one more guess.
That is a
3.
a lick.
Sure.
A lick.
You're done.
Publix.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. Give it to me.
licks, yeah. All right, final activity. Audience, give them some encouragement.
Tink, 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 tink.
Ting, ting, ting.
Skamanana.
Oh, just a bahabity.
Skamanana.
Aha.
Skamanana.
Just a minute.
So Splooshy, 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 splooshy. Cuckoo. Wanna be somebody but you. Kawaga chugga chug, kawaga chugga chug, kawaga chugga chug.
Splooshy, splooshy.
Yeah, chunga chugga chugga.
Oh, the tabba.
Sagada.
Just a babbity.
Yeah,
Just a dabba.
Oh! Wagga
I got it. Ow!
Sing him on the mouth.
No, but I'm a
Oh,
kid
no,
too.
we'll go sing him.
Oh, God. Oh, she did like.
Over there. Look straight forward. What are you doing?
I'm playing volleyball.
Correct.
The ball is a jar.
Well, what kind of jar?
Oh, a pickle jar.
Oh, I need the specific word. Continue.
The net is a trident.
It's not a trident.
Oh my
Continue.
God! Well, I'm batting 1,000. All right. Well, I know I'm playing against E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna send it to Jared to steal. What specific kind of jar and what is the net?
It's a canister of tennis balls.
You're wrong. And what's the net?
The net is pitchforks.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give Dave one more guess. What specific kind of jar is it?
A jar that holds flatulence.
I mean, no. All right. I'm gonna give them.
Let me give a try.
Jared.
A mason jar.
Give it up for the folks who volunteered tonight. We here at First Coast Comedy, this place has been open for a little over 2 years. We're a small family-owned business, so if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, please, please, please help us fill these silly, empty chairs. Ew, yucky, gross, right? So how can you do that? You can go give us a like, follow, subscribe on the social medias. You can, I don't know, do the @ and the hashtags and all that. Like, follow, subscribe our YouTube page. But another thing you can do is leave us one of those nice 5-star reviews in the places that people do that. Google reviews, Yelp, TripAdvisor, all those places. And then lastly, even in the year 2024, the best form of advertisement is still word of mouth. So if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, please, please, please tell a friend. If for whatever reason at all you did not enjoy the show you saw tonight, shoot me an email, alex@firstcoastcomedy.com. I'll print it out like an old person and I'll file it away. Thank you very much. We have been First Coast Comedy. Have a great night!